Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And today's starter, Max Fried. What do we have on him?
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
Ready to go now.
Leading
Austin
off
Slater
the
stands
for
in.
Miami, the right fielder, number 15, Austin Slater.
And with that, we're underway in the Bronx. That misses. Ball 2. That one fouled hard the other way. On the ground, right side. Rice takes it to the bag, and an easy out to start the game.
The catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
This one popped up right side. Chisholm under it. Brings it in. Out number 2.
Batting third.
And now Jacob Marcy.
Ball.
There's a strike. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Got him. That's the third out. Back at Yankee Stadium. Today's starting pitcher, Chris Paddock. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
Hey!
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and down. A solo shot. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0. And the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
The 0-2. And that's outside. That's outside. Ball 2. Up the middle. Jimenez whips it to first on the run.
He's out.
It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting third.
Here comes
the
Cody
left fielder,
Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
line out towards center. And there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 22. Yeah. Right.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That one drilled left field. Carrying well. See you later. So he blasts one out the other way. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. Giancarlo Stanton stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball. Ball, that's upstairs.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. Right there for a strike.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. You're going to let it go. You better be ready to swing it.
Got him swinging. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And now here's the Marlins DH, Otto Lopez.
Ball 1.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
No, inside.
Starting to go at the 2-1. Appeal down to first. Didn't go. Three-two on the way.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
All 1.
The lefty, the 1-0. That one to first. The second.
He's in there. He's
safe. The shortstop off the bag. First and second. No outs. Connor Norton will hit next.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
Squirts away a little bit. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Comes the 2-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That'll fire up the dugout, and the Marlins jump out in front. It's 3-2. there at the knees. And that is out of play. Tapped softly on the ground. Chisholm throws to first in time. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Leo Jimenez, the next up for the Marlins. That one missed. Next offering misses. Outside. 2 balls, no strikes. And there's the ball.
3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And that's outside, ball 4.
Batting up, the third baseman, number 8, Javier Quinones.
This is again 5 in a row. Six straight outside the strike zone.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That's in there. That's strike 1. Fouled off down the right side. Payoff pitch. Maximus notches the K.
Up next to the Marlins, the right fielder.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Here's Austin Slater. Grounded out his first time on.
Ball 1.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here at the top of the second. Next offering is down low. And a count now 2-0. Foul ball. And a 2-1 on the way. Swings through that one for strike 2. That's inside. Ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
3-2 now. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, bottom of the second. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Inside,
off the plate, ball 1.
Ball 1. Just missed. Outside.
Ball, that's out.
And now 3-0. Swings over the top of that one. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The 0-1. Sliced hard, but foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ball popped up. One away. So digging in, Jose Caballero. Grounded to third. Could be two. Here's Edwards for one. And that's two. New inning getting started. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And there's one away.
Up next for the Marlins.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the air, left field. Bellinger under it. And a couple of quick outs. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
That's a ball.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back for more from the Bronx. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball, that's outside.
McMahon bats left, throws right. Made his big league debut when he was 23 years old. And he was a second-round pick back in 2013. 2-0. And that's another ball. Right through there for a strike. What a stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Richard.
That's a ball.
Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. Foul ball there.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
There's a swing and a try. That's back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Here comes Aaron Judge. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
And the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Edwards. Over to first.
Out.
3 up, 3 down. Inning over. Back in New York, and at the plate for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez. That one fouled off. Just missed.
That's ball 2.
And a big swing and a miss. That misses
Ball
the
3.
zone. Full count now. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman, number 1, Connor Norby.
Hey.
That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. That's inside.
That's inside.
This one in the air, right field. And it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The batter, number 9. Second base.
Stepping in, Xavier Edwards. 0 for 1 so far. There's the strike. Quick move to first. Norton back in on a dive. Just missed.
That's out.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Here's a 1-2. This one popped up. Chisholm under it. 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop, Leo Jimenez.
And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Got him. Max Fried, another strikeout. Back in the Bronx, ready to go.
Yankees.
Bottom 4. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees.
Bellinger.
Hey.
And a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Up next for the Yankees, The first baseman, number 22. There. Right.
That's out. Hey!
Out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score. One down. Here's Stanton now. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball inside.
Pitch is in there. Strike one. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next
That's
pitch
ball two.
misses. And the count now even up. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike three.
13. Second baseman, Jack Jr.
Nope. Ball one.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's a 1-1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. This one in the air, center field. Marcy on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja.
Ball. That's out.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill.
Right field, number 15, Austin Slater.
Fun attempt. Popped up. Stretches out and holds it in. So up next, Agustin Ramirez.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lined, and that's a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Nope. That's inside.
Ramirez off of first with 2 away. And a foul ball. Pitch misses. Ball 2.
Clearly, he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Misses off the inside. Full count now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The batter, number 6. Designated hitter.
New pitcher for the Yankees, number 39. On for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
2 on, 2 outs.
Ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. And that'll load the bases.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder.
Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball. That pitch is out.
And the 1-0. Nice curveball for a strike. Ground ball left side.
Foul.
Just foul down the right field line. Wow. Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for New York, Austin Wells.
Austin Wells.
Ball. That's low.
That one
That's
missing
off the plate.
inside.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat
Ball.
speed.
That's outside.
On the ground to the left. Sanoha fires to second for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. 1 out, man at first. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He's 0 for 1.
McMahon.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
All 1.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-2. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Completa.
Ball
Ball.
1,
That's
no
off the plate.
strikes. Now quick throw to first.
He's safe.
Caballero back on a dive.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Runner on the go. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back now in the Bronx. And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norton.
You know, these Marlins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Way out front for strike two.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at-bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the slider just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Struck him out looking.
The batter number 9, second baseman, Edwards.
That one lifted to left. Bellinger on his way over. And there's 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Leo Jimenez. A strikeout and a walk.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Nope. Outside.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. Back here in New York, in now is the Yankees DH, Aaron Judge.
Number 99, Aaron Judge.
Ball. That's down.
Out front, rip foul. A sliding stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man.
Next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
That one pulled foul. Bellinger, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013. Edwards throws to first in time. So up next for New York, Ben Rice. He's already homered in this game.
22, Ben Rice.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And he drops in for a strike. That one misses. Ball 2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
All over that one right there. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing at the bat. Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So If he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit.
Nope.
But you've got to stay within yourself.
The Yankees with the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the sixth. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging, and that is that. Top of inning number 7, and now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja.
Ball 1.
The next
That's
pitch
a ball.
misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
The 2-1. Just
Oh, that's low.
missed. That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, number 15, Austin Slater.
Ground ball right side and foul ball. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save. In the air, right field. Stanton settles underneath it. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play. Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Outside, that's a ball.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
Nope. That's inside.
Swings through that. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for
New
Miami,
pitcher for the Marlins,
number 43,
Andrew Nardi. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Leading up for the Yankees, the second baseman, Jr.
Ouch, that one drilled him. To first,
Safe,
he
he's
beats
good.
it, and that's an infield hit. And now we'll see if the left-hander is going to be all right. No outs, runner at first. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And he grounds one back up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Couple of singles back to back. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
First pitch swinging. The Fish holding on to a 1-run lead near the bottom of the 7th. And it's fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And the 0-2. Popped in the air. Left field. Hernandez gets there. He's under it. And that is a big first out. 2 aboard with 1 out. Ryan McMahon, the next to hit.
Ryan McMahon.
There's a strike, 95 of that one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And ball 1.
That's inside.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. Not close with that one. 2-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Completa.
Not even close there. And it's 1-0. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Sends him down looking. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Fernando Cruz. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
leading off the
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Here's the throw, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. And it's second. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1. Late with the swing there. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Good eye right
that's a
there.
ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's the strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. So now, with 1 away and a man at second, Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins.
Yep, that ball went out.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman, number 1, Norby.
Swings through that one. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him. 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
That's a ball.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Inside ball.
That's off the inside corner. And that's ball 2. Hit hard on the ground to short. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Ball
Don't want
one.
to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees, the first
So the
baseman,
Marlins
number
go with a new
22.
arm. Anthony Bender.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Two down, nobody on. That's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Off the plate, ball
That's
1.
outside, and the count is 1-2. Just
That's a ball.
misses with that one.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Goes down looking. We go to the
Leading off
9th,
for Miami,
and
the
at the
second
plate for
baseman,
Miami, Xavier Edwards.
Ball.
Cruz
That's ball 2.
measures 6 feet 2 inches, 235 pounds, and he was born in Puerto Rico. In the air, left field, Bellinger in a full sprint makes the catch. One
Next for the
down.
Marlins, the shortstop, Leo Jimenez.
Ball.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Marlins, the third baseman.
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Camilo Doval. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 75.
And up next for Miami, Javier Sanoja.
No ball.
Not looking like they'll be
in.
adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That one's in there. Going to count 1-2. Ground ball right side, Rice. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for
So the
Miami,
closer summoned from
number
the
29,
bullpen, Pete Fairbanks.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down
Here we go.
wins. So
For the
this game has
Yankees,
gone to
the
plan,
right
more or
fielder,
less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Stanton.
Yeah, that's outside. There's a strike. swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That one missed.
Inside, ball two.
Triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Way high with that one, and the count's full. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Got out the front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now, Austin Wells. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Now he's challenging the called strike, and the strike call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. The Yanks trying to scratch out at least one and send this extra innings. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swinging and drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game. The lefty on the mound for the Yankees, Max Fried.
Well, his main pitch is that cutter, and he will use it to jam guys, especially opposite-handed matchups. And then, you know, same-handed matchups, just trying to miss the barrel of the bat. He's just got to make sure that he doesn't start it over the heart of the plate, because then it can go right into the sweet spot of the bat. When it's right, it's got late horizontal movement. So he still has to mix in his other offerings. He can't just rely on that cutter. Otherwise, hitters will start diving at it.
Austin Slater, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Man, first pitch of the day, and the zone's already tight.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 2. Line drive, and it stays fair.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Yeah.
Here's your 1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
That one misses, and that's ball 1. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. One out man at first. Jacob Marcy getting ready to hit. And there's a foul ball. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the grab.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Otto Lopez.
And there's a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Everything came together for him. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Next to hit, Heriberto Hernandez. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Way high.
Ball 2.
Up the middle, and that's a base hit. Slater coming home. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. First and second, 2 outs. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in, you got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Deal 1. Swing and a foul straight back.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
The 1-2 stays alive. And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here. Back at Yankee Stadium and getting the start for Miami, Chris Paddock. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
That's a ball.
Ball 2 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Sliced hard but foul. 2-1 now. Foul ball there. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Batting second, the designated hitter, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Batting third, the
Bellinger up to hit.
Cody Bellinger.
There's a strike. And now the 0-1.
Hey!
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 22, Dan Wright.
First
Ball 1.
offering, and it just misses. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And it's going to wind up out of play. So 2 on with 2 away. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now.
Ball 1.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A 3-run dinger, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 3-1. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball 1.
Ball 1 low.
Hey!
Chisholm leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one missing low. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Toss first.
No,
and
he's in
back
there.
in on a dive. Hangs on to the foul tip. That's a strikeout. Second inning set to go. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Nope. Outside.
Swing and a miss as that one was high. Swing and a ball popped in the air.
That ball's foul.
That is foul. That one 95 to finish him off. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Grisham is there, makes the catch. So digging in, Javier Sanoja.
Number 8, Javier Sanoja.
Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1.
Ball. Hey!
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the inning. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. And he lays down a bunt.
Foul ball.
And that's a foul ball. The 0-2. In the air to left center. Marcy moving under it. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Hey!
That's
Ball,
inside.
inside.
Ball one. And it's fouled away. 1-2. That's down
That's
and
ball
in.
two.
To the right side. It's through for a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And he makes the catch. It's Aaron Judge now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Aaron Judge.
Off
Nope.
the mark
Ball
there.
one.
Ball one.
He's
Oh, that's
just
just out.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the
that's up
zone.
there.
The last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Right through there for a strike. And Judge spoils that one.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Here comes a 3-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
On the ground, right
Foul.
side. And it goes just foul. Pitch kicks away. And the runners will move up. Two on, 2 outs. That one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. In the air, right field. And that will end the inning. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Austin Slater. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Outside corner for a strike. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher, obviously, Ramirez.
There's a swing and a miss. Upstairs.
Nope. That's outside.
And a swing and a miss. In the air, left field. Bellinger turns to the right on the move. And there's 2 away. Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins. Fly to left his first time. Marcy hitting third in the lineup, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2022. Strike 2. Ball 1 there. And that one hammered, ranging back. Grabs it right up against the wall. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice.
Number 22.
Yeah.
Here comes the 0-1.
You know,
That's
these
a ball.
Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3
Ball,
runs
that's
they've
out.
already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Just off
that's
the
inside.
inside edge.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get
Ball 4,
involved a
pitches
little
down.
sooner rather than later.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Chisholm swings through it for strike 1. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-2. That one almost got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
Ball, that's out.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Two on, 1 out. Go
That's
Chris
ball
through the
2.
early stages. He hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Norby. Good feed. That's gone. Back to first. Double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now here's the Marlins DH, Otto Lopez. Out to short. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
And that one is
Inside, ball 1.
inside.
That's a ball.
The Marlins down by a pair. Top half of inning number 4.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes.
Next for the Marlins.
So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 2 outs, base is empty. Connor Norby digs in now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the
Ball
mound.
1. Ball 2.
Out to short. Caballero handles, throws the first. Out number 3. Bottom 4, and stepping in for New York, Jose Caballero. Paddock back to work. The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss. That one outside.
Oh, that's out.
Ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth. And
now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance.
Oh, that's foul.
And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Nope, that's a ball.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. This one chopped up the middle. Jimenez slings to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Next for the Yankees,
Back to the top of the Yankee order.
number 12,
Trent Grisham will hit next.
Grisham.
And
Ball
that
1.
skips in the dirt. Right through there for a strike. And now
That's
2
in.
and 1.
Ball 2.
great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Swing and a miss. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back in the Bronx and at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. Max Fried will go to work.
You know, these
Ball
Marlins
down.
need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening
That's
for them
out.
so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Very high with that one. Ball 3.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
The 3-1. That one
That's ball
misses.
4.
So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the
And an
Marlins,
ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. This to center field. Grisham sprinting for this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop, Leo Jimenez.
Oh, he hit him.
Time! That got him.
And that got him
First
pretty
base.
flush.
Up next for the Marlins, the third
Man at
baseman,
first with one gone. Digging in. Javier Sanoja. He's 0 for 1. In the dirt.
Hey! Ball.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one back there, and a foul ball. Two now. This one in the air, center field. Grisham under this one. He's got it.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, number 15, Austin Slater.
Ball one.
Just missed. Liner caught it second. Back now in the Bronx. Now up is the Yankees DH, Aaron Judge.
99, Aaron Judge.
That's a little bit low. That's through there for a strike. It's 2-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
In the air to left center, Hernandez moving back for this one. Takes it in for the out.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Rice in the box again, takes the strike. Two down, nobody on. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball one.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That's way outside. And now it's 3-2. That one lifted to left. Hernandez on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Top of the sixth inning. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Now an 0-2 from Free. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
And that one cutting but missing down low.
Hey!
The Yankees leading by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Gets him to chase after that one.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Missed
Ball,
inside with the curve. And that's down and away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your base.
The batter, number 6.
One gone runner at first. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Otto Lopez. 1 for 2. And that's downstairs and outside. That's it for a strike.
Nope. That's inside.
Marcy stands at first with 1 out. Would have been
Ball
low.
3.
3 and 1 now. On the ground.
Nope. Foul ball.
And that's just foul. In the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
No question about this one. It's out of here. And we're starting over. Next to hit, Connor Norton. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. In with the double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever.
New pitcher now, number 39. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, sure there's some nerves there.
And that's the 3rd out. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, John King. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
Giancarlo Stanton.
This to 3rd, and foul ball. The 0-1. King in his 5th season, 31 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2017. Softly hit to 3rd. Zips it to 1st, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Number 13, second baseman, Jack Chisholm Jr.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0. Late swing, foul to the left. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 out. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's to third. Play made, that ends the inning. We go to the top of the seventh, and now for the Marlins, Leo Jimenez. 0-1.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
The third baseman, number 8, Javier.
Yeah, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Up the middle. On the run, throw to first.
No, he's in
he
there.
Beats the throw very close right there. Go ahead run on base. Austin Slater stands in. 1 for 3. In the dirt, and that is ball 1. Strike 1.
Ball.
The Fish with the go-ahead run at first here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one fouled off. Grounder might be 2. 1 at second. On to first, double play. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the 7th, Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swings through that.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Got him. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Nope. Ball 1.
Swings through that one for strike 1. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder,
Andrew
number
Nardi
12,
will take over here.
Grisham.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 0 for 3 in this one.
Nardi.
he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Two down, nobody on. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back at Yankee Stadium, now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Close, but called a ball. And a count 2-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
To third, McMahon. Fires across the diamond. What a pick to save the play and get the first out.
The center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
No, inside.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that one is out of here. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 4-3. One down. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Otto Lopez. That's it. And that's strike one. Ground ball up the middle. Caballero whips it to first. Great pick. They get out number 2 in a tough play. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now Connor Norton. That one ripped the foul. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around second, on his way to third. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they lead by 2.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it in.
New pitcher for the Yankees, Ryan Yarbrough.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Edwards in the box lays off for ball 1. That's to third. And it gets by him. Here comes the throw. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And a run scores.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop,
right through there for a strike. Already 3 runs across in the frame, and we're at the top of the 8th. Runner on the go. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that'll do it. Back at Yankee Stadium. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late. No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Judge rips that one. Marcy has a beat on it, and there's one down. The Yankees looking to rally.
Cody Bellinger.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Fastball inside corner for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 up, 2 down. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. A solo shot, and they cut into the deficit. It's 6-4.
1.
Shootout, nobody on. Well struck, right field. And it one-hops the wall. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Chisholm jumps out of the way of the first pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to left. That is the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. Back for more from the Bronx. And at the plate for Miami, Javier Sanoja. In the air to left center. And there's one down.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, number 15, Austin Slater.
Hey!
Lined into right. That's in there as he blocks it and keeps it in front of him. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher.
And here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
Yeah!
Ground ball could be 2. Over to Jazz. There's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So they turn to their closer, Pete Fairbanks.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Hey!
Pitch misses, and 1-1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone, so they get to hang on to their second challenge. Up and in, now 1-2. To the right side, Edwards. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. So up next for New York, Jose Caballero.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Bunting for a hit, and it goes just foul. 0-1. The Marlins trying to close out a 2-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Fastball for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. Gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Fairbanks, 32 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2015. This could end it. This one in the air center field. Marcy under it. Ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambu. Thanks for joining us.